Hey YouTube world, this is your girl Yana's Eyes. I decided to do a Q&A video. Without further ado, if you'd like to get to know me a little bit more, please subscribe to my channel and continue watching this video. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1. Alright, number 10. Why did I start my YouTube channel, right? I started my YouTube channel for exposure. I have a business, Yana's Eyes LLC, which I will be launching this year for women who love things beautiful. I want to collaborate with other women that are in the beauty industry and offer products that will help women to continue to enhance their beauty. And YouTube is one of the ways where I am being seen and heard by people who are not in my surrounding area. So I feel like YouTube is a wonderful channel. It allows me to get familiar with different technological advances as well as to be able to interact with other people. So my YouTube channel is for a community of cuties. If you're not familiar, yes, subscribe to my page if you would like to be a part of the cutie community. And let's just talk about all things beautiful. Alright. Number 9. Well, let me get my pinky in there. Try not to cover my face. Here we go. No, that's cute. Number 9. What would be your perfect job? My perfect job is a world-renowned photographer. I love art in general of all genres, as you can see. But photography is my first love. And as a child, I always wanted to travel the world with my camera and be a world-renowned photographer. Not specifically shooting one type of photography, but celebrities, scenic, business, and I'm a new real estate agent who is, I have the opportunity to take pictures of the homes, and I'm excited about that. So don't count my perfect job out just yet. But right now I'm a teacher, which I absolutely love. But if I could say a perfect job, that would be it. Only and only if a teacher could make 6-7 figures, then I am working my perfect job, because teaching is my gift, and that's what you do. When God gives you a gift, you share it with the world. So the only thing that could top a world-renowned photographer would be a 6- or 7-figure school teacher. Alright? Number 8. Are you always happy? No, I'm not always happy. I am always confident that God has a plan for me, but I do get frustrated sometimes because I feel like my grind and my determination and my energy should already be at another level. But I also understand that God has a plan, and sometimes He can't give you something big when your mind is still thinking small. He can't bless you fully because He knows that you can't handle a blessing of that magnitude until He takes you through some things. And some of those things are going to make you angry, they're going to make you sad, they're going to make you depressed, they're going to make you frustrated. And in the end, you have to shake it off and be happy and know that God is yours. That God has your best interest at heart. But to always be happy, that means, to me, that means you're not doing enough. You know what I mean? That means there's no trouble, there's no friction in your life. And without trials and tribulations, there's certain things that I don't feel a person can get, like strength, like wisdom, power, business accolade, discernment, determination, perseverance. You have to go through bad times in order to grow in areas that always being happy can't get you. That's just me. Now, if you are the type of person that when all hell is breaking loose and you can still be happy, please comment below and let me know how you do that, because I want to know how to do that. As long as I'm still learning all the lessons, that God wants me to learn in order for me to get to that next level and still be happy, that's a class that I'm willing to pay for. Okay. Number 7. I had to keep it this way because I like it. What skill do you wish you had? I wish I had the skill of drawing. I want to be someone that can draw. My grandmother was a beautiful artist as far as like painting. She could always paint really beautiful pictures. I don't say that I've ever seen her freehand draw, but I love all art. It's therapeutic to me. It relaxes me. It calms me. My camera calms me. My makeup brushes calm me. My crayons calm me. So if I could draw some of the things that were in my head, whether they be for business or pleasure, I feel like that's just another therapeutic tool or another relaxer that would allow me the opportunity to express myself artistically, because that's how I feel. I feel better whenever I am expressing myself artistically. That makes sense. Okay, so yes, I would love. I have a couple of business ideas in my head, designs, not clothing, but just like stuff in the beauty industry. I don't want to spill the beans just yet, but it's on the way. It's on the way. I promise you. I would like to be able to sketch those out in my head, in my journal, so that I can refer back to them. And I just kind of write them down, how I want them to look, the colors and things of that nature. But if I could actually put those things together as an artist without always having to tell someone else what I want my logo to look like, my vision for this, my vision for that, and have them be responsible for putting it together, that would empower me almost. So that was it. All right, number 6. Okay, my number 6 question is, what is my favorite book? My favorite book is Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. It is a story about a nobody who goes on a journey to become somebody, and he meets champions, and he has to overcome giants and all of these different things. And the book is just all about basically getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your own way, and persevering through any and everything that tries to get in your way. Being somebody that whose family may not have elevated to a new level, who have had friends who may not have aspired to elevate to a new level, and you could get kind of comfortable in that type of community because it's very familiar and it's something that you can always be comfortable around. But I know, and if you don't know, I'm telling you right now, that in order to grow, in order to go to another level, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be unhappy. You have to be scared. Because if I'm scared and I still do it and I get it done, hold on, let me say that again, because I just got a feeling, and hopefully you got that feeling too. But if you didn't, because you may not have been paying attention, I need you to focus. This is the teacher in me talking now. Focus. What I said was, if I'm scared and I do it anyway, and I accomplish what I set out to do, that puts something on the inside of me that God knew going and doing it scared was the only way that I could get that thing, get that power, get that strength, get that trust in Him, is by pressing. So Bruce Wilkinson breaks that down in a very creative way, and he makes you realize that everything that you're going through is not in vain, that it's going to work out, it's going to be okay, because it's the dream, the passion that God gave you, which is pushing you forward to do it in the first place. God don't fail us. Not ever, not never. And I double negatived it okay? And that's not the teacher in me. That's Yana. There's a difference, okay? Number 5, which actually complements my book. What is my favorite movie? My favorite movie is Rudy. And Rudy is just like Somebody, who is the character in the Bruce Wilkinson book. Young man. It's a true story, by the way. Awesome movie. I can watch it over and over and over again a million times. It's the story about a young man who grew up in a very small town. He was about 5'5", maybe 160 pounds, and he had a dream to play football for Notre Dame. That is a very tall order. Notre Dame is a Division I school on television, and most of the players there are at least 6 feet, 200 pounds. So his friends, his family, except his best friend, all laughed at him. And long story short, watch it for yourself. I don't want to spoil it because I highly recommend that everyone sees it in their life. He plays. He gets on that field. He makes history. He changes the lives of his siblings. People after him, excuse me, in his family decided to go on to college and to do great things because his story, his passion, his determination, his accomplishments, what he did in his life by not giving up, inspired them to do the same. And I hope that that's what my story does, for one. And I would like to one day share my story. It would be awesome. Awesome sauce if it could be in a movie. But it's definitely going to be in a book. Alright? Number 4. Whatever. Number 4 is what is your greatest achievement? My greatest achievement thus far is Virtuous Academy. Virtuous Academy is or was a private school that I founded and designed and operated for 9 years in the community where I grew up. Trying to get people to understand what they need to do in order for an institution like that to survive in a low-income community was a tall order. But I managed it, and I managed to stay open for 9 years. And I had a wonderful group of people that always believed in me and walked with me and helped me to achieve that dream that I had since I was 17 years old. Okay, so far, that is my greatest achievement. I'm not done, but to date, which is March 28th, 2019, that is my greatest achievement. Alright, let's see. Number 3. Who is the most inspirational person to me? My mom. My mom. She is such an awesome lady. And I have seen her go through trials and tribulations and never give up and grow. She evolved into this natural hair powerhouse. She made these earrings. I have a whole carousel full of them. Her designs are one of a kind, meaning nobody else will ever have these earrings. You may duplicate them to a degree, but they still, trust me, will not be the same. And she also has a natural hair product line where she does hair butters and hair oils for your hair and skin. So she is and always will be my greatest inspiration. Number 2, where was I born? That question kind of came up because I now reside in Florida, Pompano Beach, Florida. But I am from a small city on the outskirts of Pittsburgh called Duquesne, PA. Once Virtuous Academy closed its doors, I really didn't feel like I had a need to be there anymore. So I left. And now I reside in Florida, which I love. Alright, my bad. I had to go and get a little drink of water. My mouth was getting a little cottony. I tried to press through all the way to number 1, but cotton mouth wouldn't let me be great. So, last but not least, my number 1 question. And I should have changed it because I've had these questions written down for a while. But since this makeup beat is giving me life, and the other time that I filmed it, I had some acne issues kind of swirling around on my face, I didn't post it. So my number one question is, how old am I? Well, if you've seen my previous videos, you already know the answer to that question because I just celebrated my birthday, 2 weeks ago. And I did a video and I did pictures. So if you haven't seen my happy birthday tutorial, please go back and check that out. But most people never guess. I thought it was an interesting question. On March 15th, 2019, I turned 40 years old. I have to say that out loud sometimes because, not because I know people say I don't look 40, but I'm 40. It don't seem like that long ago that I did some things. But then when I think about it, I've done some things. I graduated high school. I graduated college. I've started 2 businesses in my life. A school and a photography studio. You know about that. Yeah, I did something with these 40 years. I did a few things with these 40 years, and I'm proud of them. So that's all in all. That's Yana's eyes, basically, in a nutshell. I just wanted to share, like I said, a little bit about myself. And alright, ladies, cuties, please, if you have not done so, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. Alright? Have a blessed evening. Bye.